90% of Facebook adverts fail because of these 5 reasons that I'm about to show you. And if you can understand what these reasons are and do exactly what I will tell you, you will be 10 times better than 70% of Facebook advertisers. Starting with number 1, most Facebook advertisers are lazy. Listen, you want to run Facebook adverts and you know exactly what you should do to get better results. But because you are lazy, you simply do the easy part and you leave the hard part. I was speaking with one of my students last week and I gave him a task. I told him to create a flyer and create a video for his ad. And he went ahead and created only flyer and he used it to run ad. And guess what? He was not getting results. So when I asked him, I want you to send me the video that you created, you know what he told me? He said, I was not able to get that one done. And I just smiled inside me. So he chose to do the easy part, which is to do the flyer design, but he didn't want to shoot the video. You see why I said that 90% of Facebook advertisers are lazy? You know that if you want to get better results, you need to create a lot of copies. You need to create different headlines. You need to have different creative, maybe video, image, carousel, voiceover, and all of that. But you chose to stick with only one, probably flyer or probably native images, because you don't want to do the hard work. If you can just use the extra time and do the hard work, you are going to beat 80% of Facebook advertisers in the game, because most people are not ready to do the work. So when you do the work, you're already ahead of them. And this is how I apply it in my business. Whenever I want to run ad, I dedicate an entire day to planning that campaign. Okay, how many copies do I need? How many headlines do I need to get? How many images do I need to design? How many videos do I need to shoot? How many scripts do I need to use? How many angles do I need to talk about? You see the kind of in-depth research and planning that I do. Most Facebook advertisers don't do it. They simply find one image and upload it on Facebook ad and place all their hope on it, hoping that they will get better results with it. And that is why they are not getting sales. So if you can quit being lazy and just do the extra work that is needed, you are going to beat 90% of Facebook advertisers in the game. It's already a fact. You just need to go the extra mile and do the hard work. You know that video will work. Why don't you shoot that video? You know that images will work. Why are you only testing videos? Why don't you use 2 of them and see the one that will work for you? So if you can quit being lazy and do the extra work, you are going to beat 90% of Facebook advertisers. Number 2, selling product that people do not need. Listen, this is 2025. You don't even need to reinvent the wheel. Let me ask you this. Do you think that whatever you want to sell in what category, there is no other person that is selling it? Of course, there are people that are selling that product. All you need to do is to find those people, look at how they presented their offer, look at their pricing, look at their copy, look at the funnel they are using, and simply model it. You don't need to go and start reinventing the wheel. Listen to this. If you are still selling a vitamin C in 2025, you need to start selling painkiller. Because if you are selling vitamin C, I can choose not to buy the product and I will still be fine. My life will still be okay. But if I'm selling a painkiller and you choose not to buy it, you are going to keep suffering the pain. The pain could even lead you to wasting a lot of money in hospital and all of that. Or the pain could lead you to losing a lot of things that are valuable to you. Those are the things that are called painkiller. You don't need to be selling vitamin C in 2025. There are 3 different niches that I absolutely recommend. Number 1, the health niche. Number 2, the wealth niche. And number 3, the relationship niche. Why do you need to explore the health niche? Because people are always falling sick. As long as people are alive, as long as they are eating junks, drinking alcohol, and all of this bad drink, they are going to definitely be falling sick. And if you are in that niche, you are going to always make money. It is called an evergreen niche. Why do I recommend wealth niche? Because as long as people are spending money, they need a proven source of income. So if you are selling what will help them to make money, just be rest assured that you're going to make a lot of sales for yourself. And why do I recommend the relationship niche? Because people like to be in a relationship. So if you have a guy that can help them to enter relationship, maintain relationship, and all of that, these are proven hot selling products you should start exploring in 2025. When you have seen all of this and you choose to focus on vitamin C, you are wasting your time. And even if you are going to make money, the profit margin is going to be very little, because if you try to bring the price up here, people will stop buying. But if it's a painkiller, if you bring the price, because of their pain, they will still find a way and pay you. I'm telling you this from experience because this is happening to me right now. I have offer as high as 350,000 and people are buying it. Number 3, not having a predictable and profitable Facebook ad campaign setup strategy. Listen, if you are still running ad based on guesswork every time you want to set up an advert, you're already losing. You need to have a profitable system that you follow every time you want to set up an advert. For me, I created my own system in 2020. After I ran series of successful adverts, I sat myself down and I asked myself, why did this advert work? What was the structure that I used? What campaign model did I use? Did I use CBO? Did I use ABO? Did I use 2 ad sets inside one campaign? Did I use 5 adverts inside one campaign? You need to know all of this and create a system around it, so that whenever you are now setting up advert, you simply follow that system. And this is what I have been using over the years. Whenever I want to launch a new campaign, I don't need to stress myself and be doing guesswork. I already know the strategy I need to use to launch that advert and get better results. And every time that I use it, I always get a winning ad, not because I set up one advert and place all my hope on it. I always get a winning ad because I have different copies, I have different images, I have created different funnels, I have different headlines. So when I test all of these, I am very sure that 1 or 2 of them will work. And the moment I get what is working, I can now squeeze the living hell out of it. And if you don't know how to squeeze the living hell out of it, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and turn on notification bell, because I'm going to be dropping a full video that will show you how to squeeze the living hell out of every winning creative that you have. As a matter of fact, once you have gotten what is working, you don't have time to be doing anything new. You need to simply be modeling that thing that is working, writing different creative, writing different scripts that looks like the one that is working for you. Make sure you subscribe to this channel because I will show you exactly what to do. Number 4, not having a compelling offer. Listen, I have made this mistake over and over again, and I can tell you that if there is one thing that will set you apart as a Facebook advertiser, it is to invest your time, invest your resources, and create a compelling offer. And one thing that I love about this is that you only need to create that offer once, and you can now sell it for a very long time. You can just take out time and create a lot of bonuses that will surround your offer and make it very compelling. And you can keep on offering that bonuses for a very long time. Because if Mr. A buys, it does not stop Mr. B from buying. If Mr. B buys, it does not stop Mr. C from buying. And even if Mr. A buys, he will not even know that Mr. B is buying. This is one of the secrets that will help you. If your offer is not good enough now, you need to go back to the drawing board and ask yourself, is there something that I'm missing? Or maybe because I'm selling something that people do not need. Or if I'm selling something that people need, maybe because I'm not showing them the benefits of using that product. Or maybe because I'm not pricing it very well. Could it be that there is something I could add to this offer that will make it compelling more? You need to ask yourself all these questions. At the beginning of this year, I sat myself down and I told myself, I don't want to get the kind of result I got last year. I want to get more results. And for me to get more results, I need to 10x the value that my offer have. Then I listed out almost 15 different bonuses I can add, and I started creating it small. And by the end of the second month, I have already created different bonuses that I have added to my offer that made it 10 times compelling. And I started getting even more lead than I was getting before. If your offer is not compelling, you need to go back to the drawing board, because a weak copy can sell a strong offer, but a strong copy can never sell a weak offer. In other words, even if your copy is not the best in town, even if you are not the best advertiser in town, once you have nailed your offer, you are still going to be making a lot of sales. But even if you are the best copywriter in the world, but your offer is weak, you will still be losing a lot of sales. So go back to the drawing board and make your offer very, very compelling. The 5th reason is not having a strong creative. Listen, One of the best advertisers in the world said this: if you want to win with Facebook adverts, you need to create 10 times the number of creative that you think you need. For instance, if you think that you need 10 videos, you need to make 10 times that video. If you think that you need 10 images, you need to make 10 times that images. That means you need to create up to 100 of that image for you to win with Facebook adverts. Don't think that when you have created 4 videos is enough, because you have shot 4 videos is enough, because you have designed 4 graphics is enough. No. If you want to win with Facebook adverts, you need to become obsessed with creating a scroll-stopping Facebook ad creative. And there are several methods you can apply to do this. You can even choose to do a voiceover video. You can choose to do a demonstration video. You can choose to do a talking head video. You can choose to shoot video giving value. There are several formats we use when we are making our creative. But what you don't want is making a weak creative. You don't want to make a weak creative, because you need to have a creative that can stop the scroll and get them to pay attention. And one secret that I want to leave you with is to think of how you can disrupt the pattern in the first 3 minutes of watching your video. It could be doing something unusual, like running close to the camera, like sitting down, like standing up. Just do anything that will disrupt the pattern, because if you are running adverts on Facebook, people don't come on Facebook to buy. They come on Facebook to chat with their friends and have fun. So your creative have to disrupt their attention and get them to stop the scroll. I hope you've gotten value so far, and if you want more valuable videos like this, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you have any question you want to ask me about Facebook adverts and lead generation, put it in the comment section and I will get back to you on that. I will see you in the next video.